Okay, just wanted to get another thing on my chest as well. If you're having wet dreams, first of all, wet dreams are not relapse. So you're okay. It's natural to have nocturnal emissions. It's okay. One thing you want to be careful of though is if you're constantly having those wet dreams. Likely if you're having these wet dreams, it's probably because you're having a lot of sexual thoughts, or you've recently coming off PMO. So it's likely that your body's just reacting to the new changes that you're going through. But there are ways to prevent having wet dreams. So one, don't have water like before you go to bed. Go to bed like on an empty stomach preferably, and don't drink like water before you sleep, because you're gonna you might wet yourself or have a wet dream kind of thing. That might be promoting the wet dream. Let's say, when I say wet yourself, I mean nocturnal emissions. Another thing is, if you pray before you go to sleep, so reading your Bible. I like to read Psalm 91. In fact, it's been a while since I've read Psalm 91 before I went to sleep. But if you pray before you go to sleep, I recommend reading Psalm 91. It offers that protection. And even if you don't read Psalm 91, you can still speak to God and, align yourself with him through prayer. And when you fall asleep, you'll be covered. You'll be covered. You will be protected. You may feel it, you may not feel it, but you will be protected. I'm only speaking from experience, right? All the times that I went to sleep and I prayed, peaceful sleep, nothing, no nocturnal emissions, it was clean. So don't drink water before you sleep, and make sure you're praying before you sleep. Nocturnal emissions are natural, but they can be prevented because they still do take energy away from you, and you do feel the effects, especially if they keep happening and they keep happening. Another thing you want to make sure of is your diet. Are you eating loads of like sugary foods, a lot of processed foods? Because if you're eating clean, your body will react in the ways that it should react. But if you're eating unhealthy foods, then your body won't know how to digest that food. Your body won't know how to process that food. It doesn't really know what to do with it because it's not natural. And now your body's just reacting in other ways. So you want to make sure that you're really taking care of your diet, your gut, making sure everything about you is clean, making sure that you're not drinking a lot of water before you go to sleep. I recommend praying before you go to sleep. Like I said, it is the best way, in my opinion, from my experience as well. Pray before you go to sleep, asking God to just protect your energy. Hold your spirit tight. Psalm 91 is perfect before you go to bed, because when you go to bed, there are demonic beings. There are other beings, good beings and bad beings. You will encounter them. And in my experience, when I've got Christ on me, these beings can't touch me. They can't come near me. They like to look you in the eyes. But once you've got that God energy on you, there's nothing they can do. You look them back and they have to flee. They have to go away, because there's nothing they can do when you have Christ on your side. That's the one thing I recommend. So nocturnal emissions, wet dreams are not a relapse, but there are ways you can prevent yourself from having them, especially if you're having them constantly. So those are the ways. Making sure that your food is clean, don't drink water before you sleep, and pray before you go to bed. Pray before you go to bed. I highly recommend that. Yeah. Nocturnal emissions are not a relapse. So it's okay, it's natural. And if you keep having them, those are the things you can do to take care of yourself and to prevent them, because you want to be safe out there. You know what I'm saying? Protect your energy, take care of yourself. Let's go.